Hey Travel Vibes fam, welcome back to the channel, where we give you the best travel tips to make your journeys smoother, safer, and scam-free. If you're planning a trip in 2025, listen up, because today, we're exposing 10 airport scams that could ruin your trip. Airports should be a gateway to exciting adventures, but they're also a hotspot for scammers looking to take advantage of travelers, especially young adventurers, solo backpackers, and digital nomads who book last-minute deals or rely heavily on tech. Whether it's fake airline tickets, phishing scams, or bogus baggage fees, these scams are getting smarter, harder to spot, and more damaging than ever. And here's the kicker. Some of these scams use AI and advanced psychological tricks to make them even more convincing. Even experienced travelers can fall victim. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look out for and how to protect yourself from getting tricked. So, stick around until the end because we'll also share a real-life scam story that cost a traveler thousands of dollars. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more travel hacks and safety tips. Let's jump right in. 1. The boarding pass scam that could leave you stranded. Imagine this. You're excited for your trip, checking in online, and suddenly you find a special offer, an upgrade to priority boarding, an extra carry-on bag, or even access to a VIP lounge. The website looks legit, just like your airline's page. Without a second thought, you enter your details, pay the small fee, and receive what seems like a valid boarding pass. Fast forward to the airport. You hand over your pass at the gate, only to hear these dreaded words, "Sorry, we have no record of your booking." Panic sets in. Your boarding pass is completely fake, either stolen from another traveler or never valid to begin with. Now you have two options. Buy a last-minute ticket at insane prices. Miss your flight altogether. And guess what? The scammers now have your personal details too. Your name, flight info, and even credit card details. That means you could be dealing with identity theft long after your ruined trip. This scam is hitting US travelers hard, especially young professionals, digital nomads, and budget travelers who rely on online check-ins and last-minute flight deals. How to protect yourself. Only check in through the airline's official website or mobile app. Be suspicious of third-party websites offering exclusive perks at crazy low prices. Double-check your booking with the airline before you even leave for the airport. This scam is getting more sophisticated every day, and it's catching even seasoned travelers off guard. But don't worry, because next, we're exposing an even sneakier scam that could steal your identity before you even board your flight. Stick around, you need to hear this one. 2. The free airport Wi-Fi trap that could cost you everything. You've just landed after a long flight. Your phone is low on data, and you need to check your email, book a ride, or update your travel plans. Then you see it, free airport Wi-Fi pops up on your screen. No password, no hassle, just tap and connect. But here's what you don't know. This is a hacker's trap. Cybercriminals set up fake Wi-Fi networks that look just like the airport's official hotspot. The moment you connect, they can see everything you do online, from logging into your email to checking your bank balance. Even worse, they can install malware on your phone or laptop, allowing them to track your activities long after you leave the airport. And who's most at risk? Frequent flyers, remote workers, and budget travelers. Those who rely on public Wi-Fi to stay connected while on the go. How to protect yourself. Only use official airport Wi-Fi. Check with airport staff for the correct network name. Never enter passwords or payment details while on public Wi-Fi. Even secured networks aren't always safe. Use a VPN, virtual private network, to encrypt your internet connection and keep hackers out. This scam is shockingly common, and it's catching thousands of travelers off guard every year. But the next scam is even more ruthless. It targets your luggage, your money, and even your safety before you even leave the airport. Stay tuned. You need to hear this one. 3. The fake baggage wrapping scam that puts you at risk. You've packed everything perfectly, and now you just want to keep your luggage safe. As you walk through the airport, you see a stand offering baggage wrapping services. The person working there looks professional, and they promise extra security against theft and damage. It sounds like a great idea, so you hand over your suitcase and pay the fee. But here's the problem. Not all baggage wrapping services are legit. At some airports, scammers set up fake wrapping stations and charge travelers outrageous prices for a service that does absolutely nothing. In some cases, while they're wrapping your bag, they're actually stealing from inside it. Even worse, criminals have been known to tamper with wrapped bags and use unsuspecting travelers to smuggle illegal items. And who's most at risk? Solo travelers, international tourists, and people carrying expensive gear like cameras or electronics. How to protect yourself. Only use official airport-authorized baggage wrapping services. If in doubt, check with airport staff. Never leave your luggage unattended, even when being wrapped. Keep your eyes on it at all times. Consider using TSA-approved locks instead of plastic wrap for better security. This scam can turn a simple flight into a legal nightmare, and many travelers don't realize they've been scammed until it's too late. But the next scam? It's even worse. It preys on travelers desperate for refunds and compensation, tricking them into giving away their bank details. Stay tuned. You need to hear this one. 4. The fake flight compensation scam that can empty your bank account. Imagine this. You're at the airport, frustrated because your flight has just been delayed or canceled. Suddenly, you get an email, text message, or even a call from what looks like your airline. They apologize for the inconvenience and offer to process your refund or compensation right away. It sounds like a relief, right? But here's the catch. It's a scam. These fraudsters will ask for your banking details to deposit your refund, but instead, they drain your account. Others might charge fake processing fees, convincing you to pay for a refund that was supposed to be free. Some even send you a link to a professional-looking website where you enter personal details that end up in the hands of criminals. This scam is especially dangerous for business travelers, frequent flyers, and tourists dealing with stressful last-minute cancellations. How to protect yourself. Only request flight compensation directly through your airline's official website. If an offer seems too easy or too fast, double-check. Never provide your banking details over the phone or via email. Airlines don't ask for this information. If you receive a suspicious message, call the airline's verified customer service number, not the number in the text or email. This scam is frustrating because it preys on travelers when they're already stressed. But the next scam? It's even sneakier. It looks like a real airline website but is designed to steal your identity. Stay with me. This one is shocking. 5. The airport taxi scam that could cost you hundreds. You've just landed after a long flight. You're exhausted, jet-lagged, and just want to get to your hotel as quickly as possible. As you step outside the airport, a friendly driver approaches you. He offers a cheap, direct ride. No need to wait in line for an Uber or deal with confusing public transport. It sounds like the perfect solution. But here's the reality. This is a trap. The moment you get in, the fare skyrockets. Either the taxi has no meter, or the driver takes the longest possible route to increase the price. In some cases, when you try to pay, the driver suddenly has no change, forcing you to overpay. And who's most at risk? Tourists unfamiliar with local taxi rates, solo travelers, and people arriving late at night when rideshare services have longer wait times. How to protect yourself. Use only official airport taxis or trusted rideshare apps like Uber and Lyft. Never accept rides from drivers who approach you at the exit. If using a non-metered taxi, agree on a price before getting in the car. This prevents sudden price inflation. Check the route on Google Maps during your ride to ensure you're not being taken on a detour. If something feels off, speak up. This scam is common in major US airports and around the world. But what's worse? The next scam doesn't just take your money, it leaves you stranded at the airport with a fake reservation. Stay with me. This one is brutal. 6. The fake VIP lounge scam that preys on travelers looking for comfort. You're at the airport, facing a long layover. You're tired, looking for a quiet place to relax before your next flight. Suddenly, a well-dressed person approaches you with an exclusive offer: VIP lounge access for a fraction of the regular price. They claim they have a special connection that can get you inside a luxury airport lounge without needing a membership. All you have to do is pay a small one-time fee, usually between $50 to $100. But here's what happens next. You pay, they hand you a fake lounge pass, and when you try to enter, the staff rejects it immediately. And if you paid with a credit card, there's a good chance your details are already stolen, leading to fraudulent charges long after you leave the airport. This scam targets business travelers, frequent flyers, and budget-conscious tourists who want a little extra comfort without the full price tag. How to protect yourself? Only book lounge access through airlines or trusted travel platforms like Priority Pass. If the offer isn't listed online, it's probably a scam. If someone approaches you with a deal that sounds too good to be true, walk away. Legitimate lounges don't sell passes this way. Stick to verified lounges operated by airlines or well-known airport services. If in doubt, check with airport staff before making any payment. Losing money on a fake lounge is frustrating, but the next scam is even more dangerous. It tricks you into paying for duty-free items that turn out to be worthless. Stay with me. This one is shocking. 7. The fake duty-free scam that tricks you into overpaying for counterfeits. You're at the airport, strolling through the duty-free shops, thinking this is your last chance to grab a luxury perfume, premium whiskey, or the latest electronics. Tax-free. Then you spot it, an unbelievable deal on a high-end item. The price is too good to pass up. Excited, you make the purchase, thinking you've scored a steal. But here's the harsh truth. You've just paid full price for a counterfeit product. Some of these fake goods are low-quality knockoffs that won't last. Others, like expired perfumes or defective electronics, don't work at all, and by the time you realize it, you're already at your destination, with no way to get a refund. And guess what? Some scam shops deliberately overcharge travelers, knowing most people won't check their receipts until they're long gone. This scam mainly targets international travelers, luxury shoppers, and tourists who assume all airport stores are trustworthy. How to protect yourself? Buy only from official airport stores with well-known branding. If the shop looks unprofessional, skip it. Be wary of deeply discounted luxury goods. If the price seems too good to be true, it probably is. Check your receipt and product packaging before leaving the store. If something feels off, question it immediately. Spending money on fake products is bad enough, but the next scam is even worse. It could cost you your luggage and even put you in legal trouble. Stick around. You need to hear this one. 8. The fake baggage helper scam that could leave you empty-handed. You've just landed, juggling your suitcase, backpack, and maybe even a duty-free bag. Out of nowhere, a friendly airport worker approaches you, offering to help with your luggage. They look official. Maybe they're even wearing a vest or a badge. You assume it's part of the airport service. But here's where things go wrong. After they've wheeled your suitcase a few feet, they suddenly demand a ridiculously high tip, sometimes $50 or more, for a service you never even asked for. If you refuse, they might refuse to return your bag until you pay. And in some cases, it's even worse. The moment you take your eyes off your luggage, they walk away with it, disappearing into the crowd before you realize what's happened. This scam mainly targets tired travelers, elderly passengers, and tourists arriving at unfamiliar airports. How to protect yourself? Politely decline any unsolicited luggage help. If someone approaches you out of nowhere, it's a red flag. If you need assistance, ask an official airport employee at a designated help desk. Legitimate airport staff don't demand cash tips. Hold on to your bags at all times, especially in busy areas. If you set them down for even a second, you might not see them again. Losing your bags is stressful, but the next scam is even more devious. It tricks you into paying baggage fees that don't even exist. Stay with me. You don't want to fall for this one. 9. The fake baggage fee scam that can make your luggage disappear. You're at the airport, ready to check in. As you approach the counter, an official-looking agent tells you there's a problem with your carry-on. It's too big, too heavy, or doesn't meet airline regulations. They say you must check it in for an extra fee, which you weren't expecting. Maybe it's $50, maybe it's $100, but you don't want to risk missing your flight, so you hand over the money. They take your bag, and you move on. But here's the catch. You just got scammed. Instead of being tagged and loaded onto the plane, your luggage is never seen again. The scammer pockets your cash, and by the time you realize your bag is missing, it's too late to track it down. Even worse, some scammers insist on cash payments so you have no proof of the transaction. If you try to complain, the airline has no record of the fee. because it never existed. This scam mainly targets budget travelers, international tourists, and people flying with low-cost airlines, where baggage policies can be confusing. How to protect yourself. Know your airline's baggage policy before you arrive. Check weight limits and fees on their official website. Only pay baggage fees at the official airline counter. If someone pulls you aside to charge you, question it. Always ask for a printed receipt for any fees paid. If they refuse to provide one, it's a red flag. Losing your luggage is bad, but the next scam is even more frustrating. It tricks you into paying for a rental car that doesn't even exist. Stick around, you need to hear this one. 10. The fake rental car scam that leaves you stranded. You finally arrived at your destination, ready to pick up your rental car and start exploring. As you exit the airport, you see a sign for Best Airport Car Rentals, unbeatable prices. The rates are way cheaper than the big-name companies, and there's no long wait, just a quick deposit, and you'll be on your way. But here's the truth. There is no car. After paying your deposit, you wait, and wait. No vehicle ever shows up. The office might even disappear overnight, leaving you with no way to get your money back. Some scammers do have cars, but they hit you with outrageous hidden fees when you return the vehicle, holding your deposit hostage unless you pay up. And if you used your credit card, you might start seeing mysterious charges long after your trip is over. This scam mainly targets last-minute renters, budget travelers, and people arriving at smaller airports where major rental companies have fewer options. How to protect yourself. Rent only from reputable companies like Hertz, Avis, or Enterprise. If the company name sounds unfamiliar, do some research first. Avoid cash-only rental services. Legitimate rental companies always accept credit cards and provide official contracts. Read online reviews before booking with any third-party service. If past customers have been scammed, they'll warn you. Losing money on a fake rental is a terrible way to start your trip. But now that you know these scams, you can outsmart the fraudsters and travel with confidence. Before you go, drop a comment below if you've ever encountered a travel scam. Let's help each other stay safe. And don't forget to subscribe for more expert travel tips every week. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.